Keep in mind that he's an artist, but he also writes and engineers. The landlord of the southside from College Park. Big A joins the Atlanta late night show.
This is true. What's your studio story? You had to be there.
I can't think of one.
Somebody bring a pet iguana in there? Like,
oh no, hell no.
His face got real serious. Like, no pets.
I done seen folks get smacked out in the studio though, but no, that ain't nothing I cannot repeat. But yeah, that's it. Gotta be that moment. When
was it over money?
Oh, I can tell you one story of mine.
Let's go.
It was me, so I can tell it.
Okay.
At my studio, so I was in there having a studio. I was in there having a session, and sometimes I used to hold dice games in my house too, like CeeLo games and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I would be the house collecting house money. So one time, one person came over there that owed some money or something, but he came over there drunk, and he came over there with a stick. He came over there with a Drake, a baby Draco. Never forget it. And he went to rah-rah, and I took his stick from him. Like, when he went to try to up it, I took it from him. And then we stepped outside and handled some business like men, but that was a
What was he mad about?
Some money. And nobody wanted to shoot him back for his money. You know, when you lose money in gambling, you know, they be like, bet back. And sometimes when you don't bet back, them folk get mad about that.
Did you give him a stick back?
Yeah, I gave it back to him. I took the clip out, emptied the head, and then, you know what I'm saying, gave it back to him. He had to come back and get the clip another time, but
when he sobered up,
yeah,
at the church.
Down, yeah, for sure.
Man, I'm pull up on you at the church, man. I was dropping my grandmama off. Landlord of the South. Where does the name come from?
Landlord of the Southside.
Southside, my bad.
Yeah.
Landlord of the Southside, my bad. And I wrote it down too.
Yeah, because
you killing it on Airbnb?
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it. But I damn near could have been one. So I call myself the landlord of the South Side because, and it is self-proclaimed, because most artists that have come from the South Side, they've always had an open door at my house. You know what I'm saying? I've helped a lot of artists from the South Side that actually ended up being a big deal. I mean, I didn't reap none of the benefits of it, but they always knew that they had a space at my house. So even if they need to sleep there, work there, eat there, whatever needed to be done, they knew they could come to my spot. So that's why I'm the landlord of the South Side.
How are you so comfortable being so trusting?
Because what one person do don't make me decide how I look at another person. And it's crazy because you come across a lot of people in life that be like, oh no, my trust fucked up because of past situation. And it's like, bro, if you base all situations on one situation, you'll never get nowhere.
True. What's the biggest artist that you helped out in that type of scenario that you're talking about? Not necessarily putting somebody on Front Street, but just the homie, just you look
artist wise, I would probably can I say Derez? I think Derez is probably one of the bigger artists that I've helped.
Okay,
we'll say that. Yeah,
got you.
That's from the South Side.
Okay,
yeah.
You earlier when I gave your rundown of everything that you do, you said you put emphasis on being an artist first. Yeah. And everyone these days have all these different slashes in their names to showcase how much they can do.
Yeah.
And that they are currently doing. Do you ever feel like you're doing too much?
No, I never feel like I'm doing too much. I don't care to be known as an engineer either.
No. Shout out to the manager.
But I say it too, and I also say it myself because it's money.
True.
You know what I'm saying? My artistry ain't making me enough money to goddamn just be rounding what my engineering is.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to put it out there so you can
make
more money.
What's the most annoying thing that you run into as an engineer?
People playing with your time.
As a producer's in the background, just like, say that.
Yeah, people playing with your time mostly.
Showing up late or just
showing up late and not wanting it to be docked off their studio time, or showing up unprepared when they only got a certain amount of time. It's like, no, you got to pay for every over, brother. It's 20 every 15 minutes.
Every 15 minutes?
Dang.
You charge worse than prostitutes.
Hey, man, they hot now.
Wait. All right, I've been asking everybody this, and this is some weird, but just go with me here. Do you know where the $40 came from?
Yeah.
Where?
Backpage.
Thank you. I finally found it. I've been asking people for this a long time.
Yeah.
No one ever gave me that. $40.
$40 in-call special, 15 minutes. That ain't even an experience because I don't buy pussy. I didn't even buy it back then, but plenty of people around me did. I was around some people that geeked, so when they geeked, they want to slap some cheeks. So they knew about them in-call, out-calls. See, if a girl got to make an out-call, she going to charge you more because she got to come to you. That in-call is when you go to her, when you go to that little motel that she had selling that twat dog, and you pull up on her, and you got that 15 minutes to get there and go in there. And most niggas only last 7. Hello.
That's a pro, ain't it?
I'm telling you.
Y'all can laugh, bro. Y'all can laugh.
Yeah, I know. You had to be there.
Had to be
That's
there.
a had to be there moment.
You had to be there. What?
That twat dog.
Y'all.
Hold that down. Hold that down. Just vibe. Just vibe.
Twats. That's, I might name the episode that too. Twats. You had to be there. Twats.
Yeah.
Like he misspelled Watts. All right. So I saw it in your press kit that you work with J-Lo and Coi Leray. In what capacity?
Wrote for both of them.
Yeah. What songs?
J-Lo, I wrote Dinero. That's featured Cardi B and DJ Khaled. And for Coi Leray,
I'm a flex, but okay.
VMA award-winning song, went gold. Nothing crazy. So,
Give them that.
But and for Coi Leray, songs that she's actually put out, I wrote 5 songs for her. 6 songs that she's actually put out. Fly Shit, Wasted. Yeah, on my way. Yeah, 6 songs that she's actually put out. But we wrote a lot of songs together.
You wrote them on the spot, or you had somebody else cut the demo and then sent over?
No, we was all in the studio working together.
Okay, nice.
Not with J-Lo. J-Lo, we wrote that on FaceTime.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was that like during COVID times?
I don't even remember. I was just in Atlanta. I didn't write it with J-Lo. I ain't never met J-Lo. Let's get that out there. Let's get that going. But nah, it was my boy Scooty and Danny Lay was in the studio in California, and they called me on FaceTime around like 3 a.m. Atlanta time, so it was 12 Cali time, and we just wrote that one.
Dude, how often do you get people that will ask you to change a word, change the lyric, change the whole thing? Like how much veto power do you give an artist in that scenario?
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be the artist. I'm just here to be a writer. I'm just an opinion in the room whenever it comes to writing with somebody.
Gotcha.
I'm not ipso facto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes down to the splits, everybody kind of has this thing where I did this amount of work. How does that conversation go with you? Is it just 4 people in the room, 25% of them across the board, or I did this amount of work?
Yeah, for the most part, that's how we break it. We bust it down evenly. That's what champagne therapy. That's what we do. But whenever I written for other artists outside of that, then if I wrote majority, you got to give me majority.
Gotcha. Yeah. How oftentimes do you? Well, earlier when you were talking about Coi Leray, you were talking as if you've written how many songs for her? Like 6, you said?
That she actually put out, yes.
How many songs did you write for her that she didn't put out?
Like 20.
20?
We wrote a lot of songs together.
All same day, same night?
No, we worked for a good little second.
What happens to the songs in the archives? Do you have a chance to go use them, or is it kind of like they hers and hers keep?
They hers because she was always a part of the process.
Gotcha.
I never really wrote for Coi while she wasn't there.
Gotcha.
If I wrote for an artist and they wasn't there, I'm shopping that motherfucker if they don't use it.
What's your shopping process?
Give it to my publishing company.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if I come across an artist that's looking for hooks or anything like that, then I'll play it for them.
Gotcha. You do a lot of R&B as well?
I can. I don't, but I can.
Gotcha.
I suck at melodies when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I suck at melodies.
I don't know. That kind of comes with what do you think is your natural talent? Wordsmith?
For sure.
Wordsmith. How early in your life did you notice it?
I don't know. Probably, I don't know. I just started freestyling one day and that was that. And I don't even remember when that was. I know I wrote my first song at 13 with my boy JV Carter. That's what I do know.
Can we get a little messy?
You want to hear it?
No. I ain't gonna do that. I don't want to get a little messy. Can we talk about your dating life?
My dating life? Yeah, we can.
All right. BBLs, BBW, slim thicks, fit women, skinny women. What's your type?
All of them.
Okay, all of them.
Everyone, can we get a bell ring?
Oh, well, for each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them.
Yeah, the et ceteras as well.
And et ceteras. Do you have a preference?
Being that I'm so robust, I would say a slimmer woman would fit my main lady category.
And how do you pull? How do you pull? You pull better online, or you pull better in person?
I pull either way.
Shoot like his last shot, boy.
I'm telling you, got to.
What's your go-to online?
It might be
5 likes in the inbox.
It might. Nope. They got to like back. They got to like back. So you got to like back, baby. You got, and you know when I like women, I like petty women. When women like the same exact amount that you liked, and as brothers, tip for us players out there, you got to know which post to like. If she's an ass out type woman, make sure you go for the face only post. Make sure you go for the pictures, not just the reels. You got to know. You got to strategically place your hoes with your hoes and your women with your women.
How do you approach the hoes?
You get a little raunchy. You go to that store. They're going to post something raunchy. And you reply to that raunchiness. And when you do that, you're going to get the results if they want you to have them.
Man, it sounds like a life coach, don't it?
R.I.P. Kevin. No, I'm just
oh, man. and we just lost the West Coast.
Oh, God damn it.
What's...
Edit that part out.
Y'all can laugh at this on it's a side talk. Do you prefer pulling online? Because do you feel like you know a person better by viewing them online or versus a 2-minute conversation in person?
2-minute conversation in person.
Okay.
I'm a phone call over text type person.
Okay.
Hate texting.
I mean, you text back slow?
I don't even text back slow. I just text back short. Like I don't do well at keeping up a conversation via text.
Yeah.
It just ain't my thing. I feel like a 10-minute text conversation is a 2-minute in life conversation. Or phone conversation. Yeah, so I'm trash at that. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I do feel like you can get to know somebody better just by talking to them in person. That what they portray online sometimes don't be it. I got that one girl that was just nasty. She could be online and she only like to have sex about once a month.
Was she just like talking about it a lot?
Yeah, like she'll post a lot of sexual stuff and it's like, baby, your sex drive is in the park.
Was she? Oh, all right. Was she selling products? I.e. self.
She just a lifestyle girl. She just a on Instagram girl. She ain't even know. She don't do nothing special enough for her to be trying to gain the attention. But some people just like attention.
Freestyle question.
Answer.
You said the church girls are the freaks. Mm-hmm. Freakier than strippers?
Yeah, for sure. They got more bottled in. The stripper feel a little bit more free. Stripper get off at 3 a.m. and don't want to be touched by her man because she been getting harassed all night. That young lady leave that pulpit and want to get and need a reason to be back in there repenting for her sins.
What church you go to?
Not now, none of them. But you just know the preacher daughter. I done hit a preacher daughter before though, and hello. Let's just say that holy water.
She lay hands on you. She laid hands on you. Was it on the Sabbath?
Huh?
Nothing. Got the organ playing for the church in here. He like, nah, I'm gonna get fired. Don't have me in this. I'm gonna tag you in this part. What scares you more? I'm late or seeing the ops and you ain't got your blicky?
Man, I'm late probably. Cause if she gotta tell you she late, then that mean you ain't mean for it to happen.
Too. It's like, damn, stress.
That mean you ain't mean for it to happen, and that probably ain't who you wanted it with.
You got kids?
No, I don't have no kids.
Pulling out or playing a lot of Plan Bs?
I done bought some Plan Bs in my day. Let's just say that. But I do a lot of pulling out. I'd rather paint a picture than just leave it in them.
That man's an artist. He's a wordsmith. Man's a wordsmith.
But then to answer the question about seeing my ops without my blick, I don't live life with ops.
That man's peace.
Yeah, for sure.
That man's living in his peace. Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk it out before I just go there. Because if it go there, it's gonna go there. It ain't gonna go there down the line. You ain't gonna be able to see me later.
How many scares have you had?
Pregnancy scares?
Yeah. You know what's bad when they gotta look to the right shoulder to do
I'm
the
trying to
math.
think because it's not even a handful. It's not even a handful. And I think, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm talking about something personal. I think my health has a lot to do with not my health, my weight. Because, you know, bigger people can have lower sperm counts, and I'm big as hell. So I think it has something to do with my sperm count. So I'm in the gym right now. I got 150 pounds to lose. But I think that I don't have a lot of pregnancy scares because I don't think my soldier's marching right now.
He say anything to shoot the club up, don't he?
Because I shoot that. Let me tell you something. I'm Scarface in the last scene. I'm telling you.
Say hello to my little friend.
I'm telling you. And that little mother don't be shooting nothing. Because I ain't had no baby yet. But so I'd have had about 2 or 3 scares, though. One was in high school. I'm like, damn.
How did the conversation go? What was the next course of action in your mind?
It was she was a week late type of thing. And
He's still mad about his reaction. Y'all see that? She was a week late.
Yeah, like
stressing for
now,
nothing.
Now that you grown, you like, she ain't nothing, yo. That's just you just a little stressed, baby. Don't worry about that. That's just your body changing. But I know I told my mom the exact day she told me though. I ain't never had that from my mom. Yeah, for sure. My mama gonna know.
What mama said?
She like, well, shit, what you want to do? I'm the man in the situation, so it's not really all the way up to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my mom like, shit, it's all about what you want to do and what she want to do. My mom raised 3 boys, so she was real cutthroat with us.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Staying out the mix, I got it mastered. See these niggas riding dick, so they got it faster. Give them a chain and a whip.
They got us niggas mastered.
How do you handle hood industry politics?
Industry politics?
Yeah.
I don't think I handle them well because I ain't in the industry that deep. So
do you like kind of shy away from parties, mixer events, stuff like that?
Yeah, I really do.
What's the reason?
Just because, man, everybody wearing a fake face in them spaces.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna get nobody authenticity in those spaces, man. And I'm an authentic guy. You know what I'm saying? Hence the brand really in there. Like, I really be on that. Like, I like to talk to people in private settings because you get a realer them. Like, you know what I'm saying? They can smile in somebody's face and then talk shit about them the next second. And it's like, I don't really care to be in them spaces.
How many times, I'm like, well, you judge it off the handshake, or how do you feel the energy was like, yeah, they ain't really not giving it up like they supposed to? Like, how do you feel? How do you judge that?
Because I know people that show love in private and then discourage, like, kind of downplay them in public. So it's like, you really got a little hate in you.
Yeah.
You're not really showing the love you want to show because you don't want to look like a groupie. And that's lame to me.
Is that like referring to your music, like what you got going on, or like they just can't be seen showing love or something?
They got a lot to do with not just my music, but people just period in the music industry, man. People don't show a lot of love because they don't want to be the first person to take a chance on somebody. That's why my music ain't really going where it's supposed to go. But we trying to get it there because people know you hard. Everybody in the city know I'm hard. But they will not repost. They won't, you know what I'm saying? People have the power of a repost that could gain you 10,000 fans in one post.
Yeah.
And they won't do it, even though they listen to it.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's lame to me.
What's the reason for that?
Because everybody, in today's world, everybody's scared of being canceled for believing in something that nobody else believes in. That's what I think it is. So it's like, back in the day, A&Rs wasn't afraid to take a chance on somebody they just saw rapping on the corner. Mm-hmm. Today, they'll never take that chance. They'll walk right by them.
Or they want to see your numbers. They want to see your analytics.
They want you to do whatever they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to develop
come in finished.
Yeah, they ain't trying to grow you from 10,000 to 1 million. They want you to be at 1 million, and then they'll think about growing you to 10 million. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's crazy to me.
Do you get excited getting placements now? Or is it kind of just business is business?
I'd be excited to get placements if it's a single.
Gotcha.
That
money is really, really different.
Very different. But I do appreciate every placement though.
Yeah.
The same. Like, it's all the same. It's just that, you know, you get a little giddy whenever you know it's gonna be a single.
How much of a difference would you get from a single to an album cut? Because I don't think a lot of people understand the difference in that money.
Depending on the machine that's pushing it, it's a few commas.
Oh, that's real different. Can I ask you your industry price to write a record?
Industry price?
Yeah.
I don't really have an industry price because in the industry you work for free at first.
Really?
Yeah.
Like work for hire, or are you talking about?
It's not work for hire. It's just that when you write for somebody, you don't have a fee off the jump.
Yeah. He's like,
we
working.
You can get to a level to where you have a fee off the jump, but I'm not at that level yet. But in the industry, it's like when we work with Coi. It's almost like we're the reward. We're the one getting the reward for being able to write for Coi Leray. Mm-hmm. And it's like, but Coi was humble enough to know that, no, nigga, this equal. We really blessed to be here together.
Yeah.
Some artists feel like, you write for me. I'm gonna pay you for. Anything I put out gonna be big. You know what
how many times have you written for somebody and they tried to play you on the paperwork as far as like the writing credit, or try to make it a work for hire?
It's probably been about 4 times.
You get your credit, or you took the work for hire cash?
I took my credit.
Took the credit?
Yeah.
Was it worth more than the work for hire cash that they offered?
Eventually, it is, but at first it's not. But slow money better than no money.
Okay. I had a follow-up question for that, but it's kind of eluded me.
It's like when you know how to make your own money, man. When you a hustler for real, it's like you ain't got to worry about them folks saying, "Hey, man, let me just shoot you this little whoop, whoop." Nah, I'm cool on that. I'll wait. Give me my percentage.
For the people that are not in the industry, what is the reason behind that? Why would they try to give you the money instead of give you the credit?
Because some artists have to fulfill a certain percentage of writing their own music.
Contractually?
Contractually, sometimes they have pub deals and they're like, oh, we got to own this certain amount of this song. So it's like, we can only give you this amount, a percentage. And when I first started, that's when I was getting jerked. When I was only taking 5% of a record that I wrote 80% of.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I let it happen so that I know how to not let it happen again. Speak
to that 95 to 5% split. How many times did you do that song before you said, okay, I need my 50%, I need 60-40? Like how many songs did you do in that manner before you start to flex a little bit?
Like I said, it was when I first started, so therefore I felt like I owed them for giving me the opportunity. Okay. Not knowing that I was giving them the equal opportunity by me being able to help you. Right. So it's just knowing your worth in the beginning, opposed because after that situation, I never took less than I was supposed to get.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How did they do the business after you did the record?
Yeah, that's how it go.
I'm saying like they did the split sheets in the studio. I'm assuming, right?
Nah.
Well, they did it after the whole session.
Whenever they got picked for the album or something, you do the splits and they send you your breakdown. And if you don't agree, then you let them know, nah, I ain't going for that.
How now? Talk about like the little shady things that they do, like the little slick move. Oh, this the contract, sign our paperwork in. We got you like 15 minutes before submit, or we got to drop the song. Like stuff like that happens.
No, not really. Sometimes they drop the song and then y'all do the paperwork after.
Nice. Okay, yeah. That's cool. That's a cool situation. Do you do a lot of bargaining for yourself, or do you have somebody as a representative for you?
Shout out to Simpson and Reed because I just recently got legal representation, and shout out to Cheese for putting me on it. But I was always doing it for myself because I wasn't in no big situations like that.
You feel like that made you more money or left money on the table?
Left money on the table because when you got representation, they usually get you more opportunities.
Why? Because they just respect you more as a businessman, or
it could just be cross clients. They could have a big client that's an artist and you're a writer, and they like, oh, well, my client is looking for this, and then they put it together.
How many times do you deal with a situation where the artist is at odds with the label and the music doesn't come out because of it?
You ask me how many times a lot, and I'll be like, I don't know how to count how many times, but I done been there before. It's more of a have you ever? Yeah, I have.
Okay, so how'd you deal with it?
I mean, you have no way to.
Water first.
Yeah, let me hit that beverage. I'm on a water fast right now, so.
Okay.
I'm dry throated a lot, pause. But so what was the question again? How do I deal with what? how do I deal with conflict between the artist and label?
Yes.
Whenever it comes to putting out a song, I'm gonna tell you this. It was one song I wrote, and it had potential to be a big song if pushed properly. And they didn't like that I fought for my percentage so hard on the song.
The artist or the label?
Both.
Gotcha.
And they didn't like that I had the highest percentage out of everybody because I did most of the writing on it. You know what I'm saying? So they was gonna push it as a single. They shot a video for it and everything. They was gonna push it as a single, and they pulled the record after we got done doing the paperwork. They kind of like pulled the record from being the lead single.
Did it ever come out as a single?
Yeah, for a hot second, and then they stopped. They stopped like
they didn't
doing
put
the
money
radio
behind
run.
it.
They stopped doing all of that.
Now, I guess
it'd be crazy telling them stories because you know that when that person see it, they know you're talking about them.
Yeah,
but
because everybody know what they did. Like everybody know what they got they're dirty on their hands. Yeah. But I mean, the business is the business. But the whole thing, you being caught up in that scenario, would you, looking back on it now, would you have been a little bit more forgiving on a percentage if it would have been pushed out properly with the money behind it?
Not really, because you was taking a chance on a new artist.
Got you. Did that artist blow?
They doing good for themselves right now.
How much money you think was left on the table by that song being pulled?
I don't know. I don't ever know how much money being left on the table. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I believe I just recently started getting residuals from it, so I got to go through my BMI statement to even start to tell you what kind of money it's making.
What's your best season to pull women? You a summer or fall?
Oh, I'm a full season type of person.
Boy, talk, don't he?
I know how to talk to women, man. I know how to talk to women. That's what I like to do. I love women, so I know how to talk to them. I don't really think I have a season. I know women be like, "Oh, it's getting cold. I need a bit, boy. Baby, you need me year round. My AC be on snowball, so you gonna need me regardless when you around me."
When what's your first two go to spots for a lady?
I don't have a particular first go-to spot, but it'll be something like something real cool, a spice house or something on Panola, a little spice house, or I might do a little low-key Chinese spot, shoes downtown, or I might do a Longhorn type of time. You know what I'm saying? Something under 100.
Is that to gauge her interest in you, or is that for another reason?
That's for me to see what I vibe like. I ain't gonna spend $200 to see I don't like your vibe.
All right, so a lot of women talk about what they require of a man up front and stuff like that, and efforts and stuff like that. So you have a woman that will look at you, say, "Millionaire, jewels on," and you taking me to Longhorn. They call you a broke boy.
Yep, I am, baby. I am. You right.
How oftentimes does that happen to you?
It don't happen to me. It don't. Conversation get them the way I could took that at the Truitt's.
Yeah.
It just based off the conversation alone, like they don't.
Give me a phrase a bird would use like that's on that type of sign.
What?
I'm just calling it a bird, but
a woman. Okay, a lady.
Well, no, this lady, but a bird.
A bird. Okay, yeah. Like a little brokenness. What you mean by that? Elaborate.
Like, what would she say on a date to try to make you get it? Like, try to either pocket shame you and make you like show money to keep her attention, or to try to get you to spend on her.
Yeah.
Like what type of phrases would she use?
Like, damn, I wish I would knew you coming here. I would have dressed. I would have got dressed up so much.
Oh, okay.
And that right there be like, oh, baby, you look better gone. You sound better quiet.
Sound better quiet. You're like, this is why I text back slow. Well, when you're not taking a woman out to eat, what do you like to take her to?
Probably like a little movie spot or something, or I'll take them to a session with me or something.
How often does that work? Does that work in your favor, or do they kind of? Because I've seen girlfriends in studios. It's like, how long y'all gonna be?
Yeah, for sure. I hate when they stop the beat. Like I was just vibing. Yeah, baby, I don't care. I'm in here working.
How long do you keep them in there? Do you expose them to your lifestyle just to see how they react to what you actually do, or what's the reason for that?
Yeah, See how they react, because most women love to see a man work. Most women love
certain types of work.
They be like, God, boy, the way you go in there and just think of that shit off the fly, that's so sexy. I'm like, yeah, that's what I do.
That's how you know the girl from Southside. That's sassy. She said that's so sassy.
But nah, it's just yeah, I usually get a good reaction from it because I'm personable, so I be talking to them while the beat playing, but I know how to talk to you and think of a song. So it's like,
oh, you one of them dudes that text of somebody in a real serious conversation, then have a conversation with somebody else?
I can.
Yeah, I can't stand y'all. Y'all sociopaths, bro.
Sit down there, my boy.
Man, I'm sitting there having a conversation with you, texting. I would text somebody. What would you just said? That's why I can't do it. I gotta be here and here. One track mind. Well, I like your graphics for your singles. Who's your go-to person for those?
MB Productions. That's it. He create my look. That's why my Spotify, my Apple Music, and my Tidal, and my Amazon, and all of that just look good. It's good in uniform because it's clean artwork done by MB Graphics.
Who else is on the team?
As far as in graphics?
No, your whole team, everything that makes you.
Jay Presidente, my brother Manolo Prado, my boy Sneed.
What do they do?
Sneed is my engineer. He's a producer as well. MB does my graphics. He's a producer as well. Jay Prez is my manager. Nolo is my day-to-day life coach.
How often do y'all talk?
Who?
The manager and a everyday life coach.
We talk. Me and Prez talk every day. Sometimes it might be funny memes or something, but we still choose to talk every day. We try to tap in on business every day. And my life coach, that's my brother, so I talk to him every day.
Man, this bitch, hold up, she ain't got her toes painted.
No, for sure. That's yeah, I'm on that. I talk about my brother. We talk about all that with my brother.
How often do you argue with your manager?
I never got into an argument with Prez. Like, if we disagree, we just disagree. We won't get into it about it, though.
What's the last thing you disagreed about?
The cover art, the picture that he wanted to use for a cover art for a single. Sometimes it be the songs you want to put out. So I'm like, bro, it's not time to put that song out.
Tell me why you wrong.
Huh?
Tell me why you wrong.
Why me wrong?
Why was he wrong?
About the picture or about the song?
Both.
About the picture, it was just like, that song don't got nothing to do with I mean, that picture don't have nothing to do with nothing. And he like, sometimes the artwork ain't got nothing to do with the song. And they're like, I feel you on that, but it's provocative. In this case, that ain't, he wanted to use a picture of me performing for a song that was just like some vibe shit. Nothing that I would perform. So I was like, that don't fit that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then the song he wanted to put out, I was like, nah, it's too short notice. You know what I'm saying? I try to upload songs at least 2 weeks before they drop.
Okay.
And in this case, it was like a 5-day before I had to have it out. I tried to put out a song a month, and it was just too short notice to put out such a song that would hit.
It's funny you said that. I was just about to work towards that. The song a month, is that working towards building to a project like you're going to release in the fourth quarter, or is it just singles every month so people don't sleep on you?
Forget about me. You know, they say putting out a song a month will boost your viewing in the algorithm, and it's like, I don't know if that's true.
Who is they?
Just Spotify experts and just streaming platform experts, period. They say the more that the algorithm starts seeing your name, the more they will push you towards playlisting. But you know, it's a they say thing. So your dumb ass gonna believe it.
What's the craziest thing that they said that you did?
What you mean the craziest thing?
You heard somebody say, "Hey, this the look, this the move, this the woo woo woo," and then you did it. And you like, and then looking back on it, like, I shouldn't have did that.
Posting 3 times a day on Instagram, man, police. One gonna get 400 likes, one gonna get 17 likes, one gonna get 3 likes, and they like, it don't matter. It don't matter. It's gonna boost you in the algorithm. That's a lie. In my opinion, it's a lie.
But you gave some free drip away.
What? can't stand to waste an outfit on a look on Instagram. Like, damn. Now I can't go nowhere. I gotta take pictures in it again.
Yeah. How many pictures do you take before you get to one? Let's test your narcissism.
I don't take my pictures. How narcissistic
This guy's
is
good.
that?
This motherfucker's good. Try to jam up. He's right out
I'm
there.
a Glock, baby. We ain't gonna jam.
That boy is light on his feet. Play running back in the middle school, didn't you?
Not at all.
If you had, Do you play any instruments? If you had to play an instrument in the band, which one would you
I did band for 1 month and I played trombone.
Trombone?
Yeah.
Did you pick it or they like that you got drafted like it was fantasy?
I got drafted because I was fat, so they figured I had to win for it.
Wait, that's the opposite. It should be the opposite,
no,
right?
But you know, it not really, because you look at a BB King or something, that nigga was fat and he goddamn played the saxophone, didn't he? Not
that's Louis
trumpet.
Armstrong. Louis Armstrong.
Trumpet.
Talking about Louis Armstrong?
Yeah. I'm sorry, not BB King. Yeah, Louis Armstrong. He played the trumpet. He was a big nigga with them fat ass cheeks. But but now I don't know why though, but I wanted to play saxophone, but woodwind didn't fit me. And I would have did drums, but they just was like, nah, you look the trombone guy. All right. And I
Band director?
Didn't last, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't last.
Man or woman?
Man.
Black, white?
White. A white. A cocky Asian fella.
Man.
Like, we kids, let us make our own choice. He like, nah, you came too late. Your last name start with P. So you got to pick. We ain't got enough people in these brass instruments. You got to pick one. We got enough people want to play saxophone and want to play clarinet and want to play. You know what I'm
All the cool kids and got that. You get the scraps.
Yeah, you got to go brass, my brother.
Do you feel like it took you a certain amount of time to find your voice recording?
Nah.
Oh, you had it off rip?
Yeah, for sure.
What about your confidence in making songs? How long did that take you?
I always had it.
Always
first
had
song
it?
sounded like a song, so that's all I needed.
When did you notice the difference in your sound, if any change?
Hitting puberty and just working with different producers.
Oh, you've been recording since like middle school, high school?
Like I said, I wrote my first song, and then I used to like just record it on whatever I could.
Okay.
So yeah, just whenever you got older, you start hearing, okay, it ain't scratching right there. I ain't hitting them little, you know how you got that little squeak in your voice when you're going through it. I ain't had that no more. I kind of had just my flow. Oftentimes,
the engineer that works exclusively with an artist is just as important as the producer sometimes.
I believe that.
What nuance do you have that works for you in your package with your engineer? Like I need more reverb, turn this up, turn this down. What do you typically do with your voice?
Something else is about to kick. I engineer myself. So I just, whatever fits the song at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I go wireless keyboard in the booth and just record myself. My recording process kind of crazy.
Tell us about it.
So, so let's think about Last Shot. So I'm going to tell you how I recorded Last Shot. First off, I don't record to drops and beats. Like how songs have an intro and then sometimes they pull out the drums. I loop the drum pattern because drums keep you on beat. And a lot of people fall off beat when they just rap to like the melody because you have no really tap to keep you in pocket.
Yeah.
So like with Last Shot, okay, start off with we started as a have-not. You treat every moment like your last shot. Thank God that I ain't get hit up by them last shots. Black tee, black jeans, OG last shot. So the way I recorded was, when you started as a have-not, you treat every moment like your last shot. And I just wait. And then I come in with the second line down the beat, and then I just piece it together. So it's like, when you started as a have-not, you treat every moment like your last shot. Wait 2 bars. Thank God that I ain't get hit up by them last shots. Wait 2 bars. Black tee, black jeans, OG last shots. I'm just trying to see my team win like a mascot, then I put it together. You know what I'm saying? I understand the pocket that I'm in whenever I'm saying the line so that I have the same expression that I'm supposed to have on the 3rd bar and on the 4th bar. Even if I'm saying it on the 13th bar of the beat, like I know how to say what I'm supposed to say and then I piece it together. Some people go in and punch line by line, like after you got to stop. No, I just keep the beat flowing. I might loop the beat for 10 minutes and just go in and say what I want to say. And if I'm thinking of it on the spot, then I just do it like that.
That's actually the first time I ever heard somebody record like that. What is the craziest thing that you've seen? I won't say crazy thing, but like the most uncommon tactic or use of a one studio time?
People that mumble every time they record something. Like,
hey man, that Juice WRLD mumbled on that track he did with YoungBoy and it came out hard.
That's cool. Some mumbles sound good if you on beat enough, but I'm just talking about, like, it's not even that. It might be a punch. Like, they may be wanting to punch a line, but they be mumbling the line before it so you can't get a clean punch.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like that irks my soul as an engineer.
Because you got to do a lot of cleaning up, piecing together, and they can't hear the difference.
And then the line don't sound like you came in on the word you're supposed to come in on.
Because they came in like and they came. Yeah.
It was ascending.
Oh, you still mad about the last week's session, ain't it? What? Tell me more that makes you upset in the studio.
It ain't too much more, man. Just like I told you, time and people playing with your time. That be the most thing that bother me.
Who do you enjoy recording more, singers or rappers?
Rappers.
Yeah, you said that quick like it was a game show.
I call other engineers to do R&B sessions.
Why is that?
Because I don't like doing R&B. I don't get the sound right. I have a rap. I feel like I have a rap engineer style. But R&B artists love my mixes on their songs. And I be like, I don't see what y'all like about it.
What's the difference from you? Like, what's the disconnect for you?
Just understanding how, man, I listen to a lot of R&B. So I just love how forefront the vocals be. Like, even the backgrounds be forefront. And whenever they do an ad-lib or a run track, it be so forefront. Me, I'm going to put that motherfucker in telephone. And I'm going to goddamn tuck them BGs. And I'm not going to do a hard left, hard right. I'm going to do an 80-80, one in the middle. And just tuck them to where it's like, oh, that sounds clean. But it's not right in your face like it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So
that right there is my thing with R&B. I be like, man, nah, I ain't doing all that.
How would you change it for a rapper? Instead of the 80-20?
If they like to do in and outs and all that, I always tell them, man, that in and out shit been went out the way. Ain't nobody doing that. All right, we doing one good clean take, an ad lib. If you want to do in and out, okay, I feel you. Then I'll do two in and outs, and I'll tuck one very low and then tuck the other low. So it's like you just feel it instead of having to hear it. You feel it more than you hear it.
What's the trending thing of this year that you've noticed that people doing a recording session?
Going off the fly. Coming to the studio with nothing planned.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody think they can do that. Everybody. Well, you dumb as a box of bricks, and you think you can come in here and freestyle. Well, you don't even got a long enough vocabulary to freestyle. Hell wrong.
What's the That's funny. What's the cause of that?
Other people doing it. Seeing other rappers do it. Like, bro, some people just naturally born to do music.
When you think about old trends, I guess the first thing I'm thinking of is like Pharrell's his signature 4 count going to a song, or Nicki with how she would echo into a line. What other things like that are people doing?
I call it a phantom fade. I do it to a lot of artists where it's like and then the music come in, and then it'll be a drop before the first bar. Yeah, I created a lot of the drops that happened in Atlanta too. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I was working with bigger artists, I used to have, like, I remember Drummer Boy when I was working with Jock, and we had did I don't know if it was Wowzers, it was some song that we did, and when Drummer heard it, that nigga was like, damn, boy, I thought you had to track out how you dropped that motherfucker. And I just had the 2-track, but I know how to take the 2-track and tweak the drums in it enough and make it do enough to where, like, damn, I thought you had the breakdown of that motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah. And he was one of them, like, when we was supposed to go to Miami and mix, he was like, boy, make sure you bring him. You know what I'm saying? Type of time. So, and then when I was working with a Brick Squad a lot in Dirt Gang, a lot of the, like, four-time drops in the beat that you hear, I created that sound. Like, for real. And then a lot of pan stutters in the vocals, like even that Nicki shit you talking about, like a lot of the pan stutters. Like I'll take the 2-track, drop it down to where it's two mono tracks, and I'll delete the left drum, delete the right drum on the next one, delete the left drum on the next one, delete the right. So whenever it drop in, it sounds like it's panning through the speakers. And now they got like auto pan and shit that you can do it with, but I used to do it manually, and whenever I used to take the beat and just like anytime I stuttered the vocal, I'll stutter the beat too. So, yeah.
Modernized scenario. How often do you see AI being utilized in music in your sessions?
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
Yeah, I paid $40,000 to redo my studio this time, so it's like I'm utilizing my shit. Fuck an AI.
You don't think you ever see a world when you utilize AI?
Hell yeah, I do. I just gotta get over the fact that I spent $40,000 with everybody recording on their phone now.
Wow. I understand that.
Yeah.
Like, I got to get to use some of my money.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
shit. Like I got a Neumann U87 that I haven't even used yet because I charge more for that, and ain't nobody there. Like I'm straight. I just use what you got.
Have you heard a lot of people using AI and integrated into their process?
I haven't yet, but I'm on the south side of Atlanta, so you probably ain't gonna hear about that shit on the south side. Maybe when I go to the city, I hear more video directors using it than I do artists.
Yeah. When you think about the sound in which you created, like from an engineer standpoint, from everything that you named, from how you delete and pan stuff, what is that regional, or is that something that's signature for the South?
Ain't that still regional?
Yeah, I mean, what I'm
Ain't the
saying, like
South
you,
a
I mean, you got South, you got Southern stuff, you got East Coast sound. Like, what differences in production do you notice when it comes to engineering?
I feel like drops is very South. It's a South thing. Drops and beats and shit like that. Like that's very Southern.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's regional.
What do you catch in East Coast sound? Like, what's a major indicator?
Dry drums. They drums be dry as hell. They do not be wetting their drums at all. Pause. Like it's crazy how lack of a mixed drum New York be using.
Are you talking about drill music and specifically, or just
drill? Actually made it sound better, but like whenever you got like when you used to listen to, what you talking about nowadays, right? Nowadays, we know that drill is definitely a New York thing, and everybody use the same slang from up north. Well, in New York, they use the same slang. It's not like in the South side say certain stuff, North side say certain stuff, East side, West side say certain stuff. In New York, I don't give a fuck if it's Bronx, Brooklyn, fucking Yonkers, Harlem, Queens. It don't matter. They gonna all say the same slang. So that's one thing I can say about New York. Philly, they all kind of same. In New York, it's state by state. In the South,
I mean, you like borough by borough?
No, I mean state by state. Like Philly.
PA.
Okay.
Yeah,
but even though Philly and Pittsburgh are two whole different monsters, Maryland and Baltimore are two different monsters. So I guess, yeah, it's regional up there too, I guess you could say. But in New York, I think everybody uses the same thing.
Now, when I was describing your sound to some producers I was talking to, I was saying you used a lot of...
I want to hear how you describe it.
Say it again?
I want to hear how you would describe my sound.
Southern flow with East Coast style production, and I think what I heard was
Last Shot.
Say it again.
Think Last Shot, maybe.
Last Shot, and the song you got with the guy from New York with the hats stacked up on there.
Oh, Manolo, my brother. That's
Yeah.
That's him rapping. That ain't me rapping.
Yeah, I mean that has like that East Coast type of feel to it from a production standpoint. Is that like with the soul samples that you kind of use in your production? Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's not me on that song at all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just him. That's just my brother, but we sound alike.
That's why you got me.
Yeah, but that's just him though, because he don't do music no more. We used to be in a group, but he don't do music no more. But he did it. He's big in the fashion world, so he released a hat line. And being that he don't have a platform to put music out on, I was like, we'll just put you on my platform and perform by Manolo Prado.
Okay. Tell me more about the group. What broke y'all up? Who got the first verse?
Hell no, never that. What broke the group up? I got to get a politically correct answer because I never would do.
We don't do PC here.
I do. About this one.
Look at media trained guys.
About this one I do. About these women, you can ask me whatever. But about my partners, nah. But not about this particular subject.
No, you good. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, but just really kind of grew out of doing the music together, honestly.
Process different or like want to go in different directions?
We did have different processes, but I'm gonna say about 80% of our music I wrote the hooks for. So I kind of had the lead on there, a lot of stuff. And we wasn't even meant to be a group. It's crazy. I got to give you, can I just give you a story about the group? All right, so the group started by us doing open mics. I had built my first studio off of dope money, off of street money.
So a lot of American empires were started.
Yeah, for sure. And still to this day. But so I was just making music and making money. That was my life. But I wouldn't go out. And then I had a homeboy named Fletch. He did music too. And he was like a real gifted gab type guy. So he hit me. I was in there laying on the futon one day and he was like, bruh, fuck this. You got all that hard ass music in the studio. We about to go start performing. This nigga texting over here. So I heard that motherfucker as soon as I said it. So
hey man,
niggas
trying to line something up.
But so I feel you. That boy Bob over there. But so we went and did an open mic, and when me and my crew did a song together. We started doing Mo Money. Me and Manolo was on Mo Money, and then me and Fletch was on a song called Top Down. We was performing at Crucial, and we was performing at other open mics and stuff. And then one day we came across a producer named Crack King, and he was handing out beat CDs. And at that time, we was making our own beat. So getting a beat CD was big back then. And one of my group members, KO, he threw it on the floor. And I picked that shit up like, nigga, that's a beat CD. We need this shit. So we listened to the first beat on there was the first beat we did. It was called Money Machine. And I was just a solo artist at the time, but we all did it. Me, KO, and Nolo did it. Doe wasn't on that one. And we started performing and we started winning all the open mics, all the showcases type shit. And that's how we became a group. And
how long did you guys rock out?
For a good time. We met with every major label there is. We was supposed to go back to New York and sign with Violator. And I forget what the major label was. I don't know if it was Atlantic. It was something. But and when it happened, somebody committed suicide that was supposed to sign us. And I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Being in the group, you miss a lot of solo opportunities by being loyal to the group. Cause I did that. Most people that we came across wanted to deal with me as not most of the people, but the people that mattered the most wanted to deal with me as a solo artist. And I just stuck with the group like a dumbass. It really ain't like a dumbass, but it is a dumbass now that we're not a group anymore and I'm still doing music and ain't that.
I'm glad you brought that up. A lot of times
besides Doe, shout out Eskimo Doe, he still do music.
When you talk about the rearview mirror, I guess.
Yeah.
You look at things, how they could have been and what the decision you made based on loyalty. Can you be loyal and make a different decision in that scenario?
Yes.
How so?
Because a nigga know that if I win, we win. That be people be afraid of losing out when one person take off. They're like, boy, if I take off, y'all with me. Y'all what I got. Like,
was that ever discussed or was that pressure put on you?
It was, but it still was a outvoted thing. And I can't stand that shit to this day. And even now to this day. Huh?
You're a communist.
No, hell no. So even to this day, one of my group members, the nigga, he ended up gaining some power in like the sneaker world. And the nigga don't even share my music, no nothing. Nigga don't show no love to my music. He was one of them niggas that was upset about me doing solo music while we were still in the group. I remember when I shot a video, because somebody else, again, wanted to invest in me, like, bro, we're going to shoot you a video. So we were shooting a video, and the nigga came up to me and said, boy, I hope you got this same energy when it's time for us to shoot our video. Like, nigga, what kind of hoe shit is that to say to me? You know what I'm saying? And at that point, I don't even give a damn. I'm just telling it like it is. What kind of hoe shit is that?
I mean, it's fair. I want you to use the same rapper hands on our shoot the one you use on your solo shoot.
But when I did, but that's what I'm saying. I'm the one who made the move happen for us to get a video shoot. Nigga, like, y'all niggas ain't putting forth the effort to do it.
Was he the first one to leave the group?
Yeah, he was the one who always had a problem with everything.
How did I know?
Yeah, he was one of the people that always had a problem with something going on in the group. Like, I get in the studio, I be in the studio for 2 hours and come out with 3 songs for y'all to work on. You know what I'm saying? And they like to work in the studio for a long time. I'm not that person. I'm not about to just sit in the studio and work with y'all for hours at a time if I know I can be doing. I'm in the streets at that point. I got to go make some money, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
oftentimes people talk about being in the streets and being 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Do you feel like that's what you kind of struggle with right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like I can talk about more about it back then than I can now.
Gotcha. When you were in that mode, how were you able to be so productive in both sides, or do you feel like you lean one way or the other?
Nah, it was easier. You do your morning run with the street shit, and then you do your night run in the studio.
Like
Trap
a job.
closed at a certain time.
You said what?
Trap closed at a certain time, and then it wasn't like I was just like a hand-to-hand trapper.
Gotcha. What time would you? Not gonna ask that question.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't do that type of show.
Smartened up. Open the market up. Come on, man.
When looking at the group, people argue about the most mundane things, and then they have legit beefs. What would be the most mundane thing that you guys will argue about?
The one nigga I'm telling you about, you could name anything. Anything it was.
I don't want Waffle House. He like, well,
And then the nigga take 40 minutes to order some food.
I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy already. All right, outfit. Like, did you guys coordinate for photo shoots and stuff like that?
Not really coordinate, but we always wore our own brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so he'll have a beef with that too, or?
Nah, he'll just pick what he picked out the wardrobe, and we just go do a photo shoot.
Legit beefs, or let's say, I don't say legit beefs, but like legit conversations that need to be had, like a person's position in the picture, a person's position on the song, who get the first, second, third verse, who get the hook.
Never care about that.
There was never discussion. It was just based on the order that you recorded.
Nah, it flow how it flowed.
Okay.
If your verse start off and it sound like a first verse, you going first.
What does it sound like a first verse?
You know what an opening verse sound like. I don't know how to tell you.
I mean, I just sound like I'm gonna be the dude that always has to disagree with everything. He might sound like, man, that's the one to go last because I had the hardest verse.
No, nobody cares. If you felt the way, you kept it to yourself.
Yeah.
About that situation.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
When you finally made the jump from group to solo all the way out, was there a defining moment or is it kind of a phase?
It took us not doing music together for some months where I was like, bro, I'm about to put out a solo tape. And I did it.
Did anybody from the group have any objections besides the one hater?
I don't even know if he felt the way about that at that point. It was kind of just like, it was understood. This shit over with.
How frequently does an artist need to be working towards their passion, their goal?
This is a subject right here for me. I don't feel like a nigga got to be in the studio every day as long as you have a catalog of music that you're ready to put out.
Okay. How often do you need to drop to be relevant?
I don't know. I'm not relevant.
It's an honest answer.
In the artist world, I'm not relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to keep it real. Shit. So I don't know.
How often do you need to record in your mind?
Whenever you think of something to record.
Gotcha. If you hear a person hasn't recorded in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, what goes through your mind?
If he got 12 months worth of music, that shit don't matter.
Okay. Gotcha.
Thug album just came out and ain't none of that shit new.
I mean, that's a different circumstance, though.
See, you saying something that sound crazy.
It is a different circumstance, though.
What's the different circumstance?
I mean,
he locked up?
People are saying free Jeffrey. They're not saying free you.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. They said free
so you
Jeffrey,
can go
but Jeffrey had enough music to where I can be locked up and put out an album.
Yeah, true. However, but the first criticism most people said was like, "Oh, this was dated." You can hear the difference in the pattern of the flow, the uses of like certain slang, or even the production. But if you're free and you're able to go to the studio, you can go update that, or you can change this lyric and change this word out, or something like that.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But it's also about you just understanding. Well, nigga, that wasn't the case. Shit, Pac got how many songs and he been dead for how long?
Pac was a different beast, though.
See,
he was a different beast. That was a different beast.
You going to get what I said when I said if you don't record for 12 months, but you got 12 months, that nigga ain't recorded for 20 years, and he got 20 years worth of music.
I mean, well, he kind of manifested his own death though with all the talk about him dying. But in doing so, he kind of prepped his release of his music to be systematically released.
Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying, because he had the music.
Do you really like those Pac mashups though with new producers?
Y'all ready for this?
Let's go.
I ain't care for Pac that much.
I mean, I think it's 2023. I think you kind of safe.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if it was a mashup. Or, nah, you can't. Now, when I'm in these writing sessions, I be like, nah, I wasn't a big. Pac wasn't no lyricist like that to me. Pac was hard. He was a poet, but
it's different. So me personally, I have a thing with different rappers. You can be a statement rapper, you can be a punchline person, you can be a storyteller. Pac was more
a storyteller and an impact.
Yeah, it's like he said impactful things. He said things like an orator that gave a powerful speaker. Like it came across in his music that way. You're not going to him to see, oh, did you hear that line what he said? Woo, 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 woo. It's not like you're not gonna get that. That's a lyricist you're gonna get.
So but see, that's what I'm more leaning towards.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like when I make music, I try to be all of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
inspirations. Let's go. Let's do the press kit package.
My inspirations are
who you pick from?
All the Dungeon family.
Okay.
Outkast, Goody Mob, Cool Breeze, Witch Doctor, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Organized Noise, T.I., Ross, who else? Nas, Black Thought, Scarface. The list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? Snoop. I usually listen to a lot of E40, Drew Down. Nigga, it's like my ear is older than I am because I have older brothers.
Production. What about production? What style of production do you like the most?
My dream collab producer is Pharrell for sure. But Swiss, I love the bouncing Swiss beat. Swiss give you a drum pocket to rap in. It's so hard. Just Blaze hard. I love Toomp. I love new producers. I love Cheese. I love Go Grizz. I love Wheezy. Wheezy hard as hell. I fuck with 30 Rock. It's a lot, bro. I like good drums, man.
Fair.
Love a good drum. Like the drum beat.
You sound like James Brown. Everything's a drum. This is a drum. That's a drum.
If he can make a tap, I can snap. Hello.
What will a producer do in the studio that would make you upset? Like raw rip. Like,
change the beat.
Why you vibing?
I was vibing to that. Oh well, that's cool. That shit wasn't. They let their opinion make your decision for you. I hate that. Do not make the decision for me.
Yeah.
If I like the beat, let me like the beat. Don't change the beat. Don't be like, oh, I didn't even say that shit. Oh, what the fuck?
This producer's judge in a distance. Oh, anything you promoting that you got coming out besides the song a month?
Me and Ferrari Simmons talking about dropping the Ferrari Prado 2. That's it for the most part. I got some big features coming.
How do you calculate your features? Who are you gonna go to? And then also, it's a slept on thing, but the placement of them on a record. First verse, second verse, intro. They got a song.
Oh, they gonna be second verse on my song.
Y'all see that?
Now you got to know that they gonna be second verse on my song, unless they came in rapping on the beat. But if I ain't, most likely they're not gonna come in rapping on the beat if I didn't build with them from scratch.
Okay.
So I'm usually just sending them a hook, verse, hook, open verse.
Gotcha. When you have how do I put this? How many times have you vetoed someone's verse? Like you feel like they phoned it in, they need to do something harder, or maybe they did somebody that you.
It ain't been a lot.
No. Okay.
There was a point in time where I was dumb as hell when I was young as hell. Like, I don't cuss. You can't cuss on records with me. So when a nigga cuss on my song, I would.
Oh, you was Will Smith in it?
I would. But I was a lot more street than Will Smith with his music.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you was like Lil Wayne before he turned 18?
There you go.
Okay.
Perfect way to put it.
Hip hop historian.
Talk about it.
Real journalism. You got anything you want to say that we didn't cover?
Nah, I wish you would have covered more about not music.
What you want to talk about? Let's talk about it. Let's
I don't give a damn. Talk about what's shit y'all talking about on the day to day.
Oh, that's what you want? Man, what's in the group chat? What we argued about last time? What's the last thing we argued about?
I love that we talked about music though, and you treated me like an artist and not just a writer.
We talk. We didn't argue about music. We've been arguing about music like for okay. Matter of fact, you want him to get on mic? You join him in?
Yeah, for sure. I don't get no damn.
Come, hop in next one, bro. You got
freestyles and type of time. Like my brother said Simba would murder if you put Simba in the room with Benny and Ransom and have them freestyle. That Simba gonna have a more polished freestyle. Benny gonna have the more freestyle. And Ransom gonna have that was hard, but Simba gonna have a more cohesive freestyle.
Man, Biggie made Suicidal Thoughts, bro.
I said Benny, not Biggie.
Oh, I thought you said Biggie.
You said he didn't want to talk about music.
He started it.
Yeah, I didn't say Biggie.
Man,
I said
what? I got you.
Right.
What artists do you like to watch on mute? What female rapper you like to watch on mute? let's keep it a beat, right?
I don't talk about artists in interviews.
Yeah, boy, I might be right for him.
Boy, smart.
That media training coming through. All right, what?
And they never had none. Just watched a lot of interviews. I've seen a lot of people shoot themselves in the foot.
Okay.
Like I might have shot myself in the foot with some women in this interview, but I don't give a damn about that.
Let's keep it going.
It's more out here.
Do you like more face pics or the ass on the sinks pics?
I like face pics. I don't like women that gain attention with their ass.
Yeah.
Say it that quick. Do you?
Because it's been thought about.
All right. What argument have you had with women pertaining to red pill content, manosphere content, all that relationship stuff that happens on podcasts? What arguments, like what back and forth have you had with the lady?
As far as you said, what
relationships? So they call it red pill content. The Kevin Samuels, what's my man's name? Fresh and Fit, those type of guys.
I mean, I'll be having some like some women think, oh, you just bashing women. I'm like, no, I just agree with what they said. A lot of times I might post a woman talking about a woman. They just be like, you bashing women, you just bash women out there. I'm like, nah, bro. It's a lot of truth in it.
You got a scenario? All right.
Yeah.
Do you have a scenario of a woman that you were actively pursuing and you kind of talked yourself out of it, but more, or you liked the comment, you liked the video, and she like,
Yeah.
What was the video? What was the comment?
It was a video where a woman was talking about, ladies, if you know your man got a high sex drive, then don't be with him or let him have sex with other women. And I think that because she knew that people knew we talked, that they just felt like I was talking about her.
Oh.
And sometimes it don't be that. Sometimes like, that's a word. I don't go to church, so IG be having a word for me sometimes.
Do you subscribe to monogamy or you into poly? You like Polynesian sauce?
I definitely love Polynesian sauce. I'm all for that. And I'm with it if my woman like, yeah, I got a low sex drive. So yeah, you can go have sex with other women. But see, I'm the type that I would want my woman to watch me have sex with other women. If you're gonna have a low sex drive, then why we can't be in this together? Even if you ain't fucking the other woman, why we can't be in this together? Why you can't just enjoy it? Why you can't be a voyeur?
A voyeur. It's a word.
So what if she's not into it?
That's how you describe it.
Yeah, like voyeurism.
So what if she's not into it?
Then I would just be hitting women. But see, that's my thing. I don't want to be too open with my partner. It's like, baby, I want to talk about the sex I'm having with these hoes. I really want to do that. I want to be able to FaceTime you while I'm hitting her. Is
that a rap thing? Is that a rap thing?
I don't know if it's a rap thing, but I'm on that.
Do you smash with your chains on?
No,
like clink?
I don't do that.
You don't keep watching on
wife beater and socks.
Is that again?
Wife beater and socks. I always end up with a ripped wife beater.
Ripped wife beater?
Why is it ripped though?
Where?
Cause that's what they got to grab on to.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It
made sense. Yeah,
it's the water bottle.
Yeah. What the? Yo.
But nah, that's
socks on, socks off, or shoes on.
Oh, socks on for sure. If I'm bat shotting at the edge of the bed, I keep some Yeezy slides handy so that my foot don't lose no slipping. Yeah.
What's the worst thing that's happened to you during the moment of the time of spanking?
A girl baby started crying in the bed.
Wait, in the bed?
Yes.
If
she gonna let it happen, I'ma let it happen. It's not my karma, it's hers.
How old was the baby?
Old enough to not know what was going on.
Okay.
Could it formulate words?
No.
Okay.
Damn, damn, that made it all right. What you ain't?
I ain't say okay. I just said okay
said,
to an extent.
he said okay, like that's a relief.
I ain't say okay.
He said like that's a relief.
I don't fuck with my dog in the room, and the dog try to lick my hand.
I'm trying to do my part. You try to do his part for this framing human.
That's it.
Yeah. I thought it was my girl. I'm like, oh shit.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
On some
I was
booty
like, until I saw my leg, nigga, if you don't get the hell out of here.
The dog lick your hand? Yeah. I have follow-up questions now. We here now.
Yeah.
Roll with me, Prado. All right. We here now. Bruh.
Yeah.
I'll use Joe Budden stuff here.
Real shit, though. Real shit.
Bruh. What position were you in?
I missionary.
Where was your hand at?
My hand was like
Charlie.
one of my hands was like on her neck.
Okay.
The other one was like behind, like kind of giving my kind of holding my position, and her head was like to the side.
And
but
the
my
dog
eyes were closed.
And the dog licked which hand?
These are the signs of love making. By that.
Yeah.
Nigga was fucking with their eyes closed.
Yeah. So
He's a singer.
Missionary? You must have been a little ugly thing.
what?
You must have been a little ugly thing. Who ain't
Nah.
Well, I'm forehead to forehead with old. I can't wait.
He
Bitch,
said
come
forehead.
here. You fine enough to fuck.
I was doing
bitch.
a little. I was doing a little. You know, the little counting thing.
Trying to save time?
Yeah.
Oh, you trying to save stroke?
I was trying to say time.
That sucks, bro. You
I was trying to say
you
time.
too young for that.
I was trying to say time. We was going for a little minute, and I was trying to say time.
Or you need more time?
Yeah,
or you trying to cut it
yeah,
down?
A cap don't care who
More.
wear it, my boy.
I know.
Is that again?
A cap don't care who wear it.
Hey, man. But nah. So what happened was,
Your eyes were closed.
yeah, and I didn't feel like it was licking at first. I just felt something tickling. So I was like, bro, what the hell are you doing? Until I look, and
His
my
face.
dog, my dog is on my bed. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Yeah. That's the best I can explain it.
Did that affect your next doggy style?
Huh?
Never mind. Moving on. What is something a woman will order that'll make you feel away?
What you mean by that?
In the bedroom?
Oh no. We out the bedroom. I guess we can be if
general?
that's what we would say.
Oh, anytime a woman tell me I'm obligated to pay something or do something because I deal with it, that shit's dead. Anytime.
What about you? What you got?
I don't know. It's different. I'm in a relationship.
It ain't
You
about
were
no
single
relationship.
before?
I was single before. I mean, okay.
Oh, you want that drink?
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree with him.
You gonna agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, a woman that make me feel that make it seem like it's an obligation for me to do
Yeah.
something. I don't like that.
Like I don't gotta do it.
Because women never handle their obligations.
Are
Well,
we-
rarely do.
Are we talking strictly on paying?
I'm
Or just
mainly
like
talking about
in general, I
paying.
miss what he brought up. Well, you got different things too. Okay, we can get different bags. Y'all ever mess with somebody? Y'all ain't like they friends or they family?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Friends, family,
Friends.
friends.
A whole lot of songs about that.
Yeah.
Both.
All right. What's up with the friend? Is it the whole friend? Was it the whole friend?
No, it was
The
a friend.
Avengers?
It was a friend that was. You stupid. It was a friend that wasn't in a relationship, but saying that I was doing some shit. Even though I probably was doing some shit, but it's not your place to talk because you don't have a relationship.
Okay.
I mean, me, I was just afraid that I knew they didn't care for my girl.
In what way? Like she didn't want to see her up. She didn't want to see.
like
She was always competing with her.
more. You know how some women to be mad at where
Was
you're
she
at
really-
in life opposed to where she at in life.
Was she related to that great group member that you had?
That's crazy.
Nah,
Look
just
at her
like-
being all happy and shit.
Just like a just
Misery
like,
love company.
Just jealous of what she got type shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand people like that.
It's not my fault. You don't
How
got
did you
emotion.
notice it? It came out in like the stories your woman would tell you, or
Yeah, stories she would tell me, and just seeing how she like react
Passive.
to certain things that you should be happy for somebody for, and it's like you
Thanks.
just kind of like hit her with the Craig mama. Okay,
What about family members?
family members.
Mama made mashed potato salad.
With mamas, it just be like this negative outlooks on everything. Like,
I ain't want my daughter to date a rapper.
nah, man.
He don't really be in the studio.
Just anything. Just anytime y'all get into it or something, she encourages her to leave. Like,
I told you, leave that nigga alone. He ain't no good.
Was the mom married?
No.
Of course not.
What, this is not a real pill. This is not a real pill show. That's crazy. What, is that? You
But
think
you're
that?
speaking into a red pill.
Huh?
But you're speaking into a red.
Wordsmith. Came with this guy.
Michelangelo over here.
Man, yeah. Anyway, so the mom, lonely ass mama. It's crazy. It's crazy. Lonely ass mama. She didn't want to be alone on Mother's Day. Ain't that what the girls do on what they call it, Friendsgiving?
Yeah.
Even if the friends don't
what the girls single girls do on Valentine's Day? Was it Galentine's?
I guess. I don't know.
Galentine's, yeah, they had a Galentine's Day.
That shit crazy.
You said I'm in a relationship.
Look at the loops they got to go through.
I don't know, man. But one thing.
You go forehead to forehead on Valentine's?
Forehead to forehead?
All forehead to forehead with all the time.
I might get some 9 months
Hey,
later.
that's why you get seconds. But it's like this. It's one thing I do dislike is whenever I know that a girl mom is negative and you see signs of her mother in her. Like that right there be like, damn. So I got to deal with that.
Give an example.
Like just, it may be vindictiveness. It may be spitefulness that you may see in her mom, and then you may hear her be mad about her mom doing something, and you be like, damn, you just did that.
Oh, you do the same thing type
Yeah,
of
like grow out of that. Grow out of that. Like I come from a family of a good amount of women, and it's like, I mean, I was raised by my mom. Maybe sometimes I'll see like a bitch trait in me, and I was like, whoa, I gotta fix that. Like from an early age, I'm like, oh, you gotta fix that, bro.
What you have to fix?
Like just sometimes you may have an attitude about something, and attitude is really for women, but you may have an attitude about something, and you're not realizing that you unconsciously or subconsciously inherited it from your mom. Yeah. And you like, oh, hell nah, nigga, I'm acting like my mama, nigga.
I feel that.
I'm tripping.
What, you act like your mama?
I mean,
if you're raised by somebody, then most likely,
perfect
you
example.
have a lot of traits in them.
Perfect example how I when we had got into an argument, I hung up the phone, right?
Yeah, you did hang up on me last week.
Last week? It was like 2 weeks ago. Now, I never do that shit because I always see my mom doing that, and I'd be like, bro, you gotta like talk your shit out. And after I did, I was like, that was very bitch of me. But like at the moment, I still had attitude. Like I didn't want to say nothing about it. But the next day, I definitely was like, hey, bro, you know that was like not my character.
Bro, I'm the man that's gonna admit, oh, that was some.
Yeah.
Like when I'm talking to a girl and I know I do some fuck nigga shit, I'm like, you're right.
Yeah.
I was a fuck nigga for that.
Yeah.
But overall, I know I'm not a fuck nigga, so I don't mind having fuck nigga moments. Yeah. Every real nigga or every real man or every whatever you want to label yourself to be, you're masculine in your full masculinity.
Yeah.
We all done had some bitch nigga moments or some fuck nigga moments.
Yeah.
And when you can admit it, I think it gets you further in life.
True. Because
you'll keep making that same mistake if you don't fix it.
That's true. Go ahead.
I have a question for you.
I got an answer for you.
All right, so this is another conversation that we have a lot where I say like,
is this what the argument was about?
No. I
don't want to talk about it.
This ain't what the argument is about. This not. So I say for me, I'm 23. Grew up watching everything on the internet, and I guess I learned how to avoid certain things because of things that I've seen other people go through.
Yeah, as most people should.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you, how do you like? Do you feel like that's? Do you feel like you're that type of person, or like example for me, let's say I watch a lot of stuff on like say contractual things.
Oh yeah, this argument.
Contractual things, how people like operate as far as say label work, whatever. Now personally, I've been independent my whole career, but I know that the little contracts I've gotten into, I'm like, oh, I've seen that before. Let me go research what that means. Mm-hmm. Because it's like the one thing I'd never want to do is be in a fucked up situation.
Okay.
But sometimes it may hinder me. But how you feel about that?
It's like I said earlier, bro. I don't let shit other people go through make my decisions for me. So it's cool to learn from it, but it's also better to understand who you're doing business with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you never really know until a lawyer reads your contract. But It's like don't shun shit so fast because another person got fucked over doing it, don't mean that the person that you in business with gonna do that to you. So you know what I'm saying? Never just turn something down because in your mind, I'm gonna get fucked over. Give it a shot or don't give it a shot. That's why most women single nowadays because they live on heartbreak.
Okay. And we just lost West Coast.
Pussy don't got dry.
That's just a lot of women live on heartbreak, man. I do believe that. Like me, I get my heart broke 10 times and still be ready for the 11th woman to love me.
Going forehead to forehead again.
Man, I could have just met a
Rihanna
Tuesday. I'm gonna go there. It's Wednesday right now.
When you got when you going back to the whole scenario with he was talking about yeah, you funny, bro. You got what he was saying was the argument that we had was about contracts and people not understanding the jargon and when they're fresh in the business. The contract is written in a language that you do not understand. Even if you take time to go look up this one word that you don't know that modifies this entire paragraph. The context
of it may be different.
We frequently talk about people getting in a contract and then they go back and want to amend it once they reach success or they actually get the money up to go have an independent person to review the contract. And then they often find that the person that gave you the contract and even help you review the contract was working with the person that you did the deal with.
That's why you always get your own lawyer.
Yeah, but what I was telling him, I think we talked about the Meg situation, the Migos situation, and numerous times, this happened with various artists in the industry where there's a conflict of interest with the contracts, and then they want to go back and amend things when an artist blow. Now, what was the main argument point that you had? They should know their contracts, I said they don't always know. You don't know what you don't know until you run into it sometimes.
Yeah, so like the main thing I was saying was not necessarily for them, but like for say artists my age or even younger than me, like we've seen this too many times where you start blowing up, label comes, show you all this money, boom, then 3 years later, 2 years later, you get fucked over. And it's like at one point...
You was getting fucked over from day one.
Yeah, you just
became more successful, and now you feel like, wait a minute, I should be making more than this one. Nah, nigga, you signed for you to make what you making.
Yeah, so like... what I would see is like a lot of times, and I'm going to just say this, a lot of times we don't hear about, say, not to put race into it, but a lot of times you don't hear about other races like
you do.
Fucked up.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't hear about it publicly. Black people are public than a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Public.
I think it's because of the genre. Because you talk about the genre of music, rappers tend to be more transparent because it's on brand for that. But we've seen Taylor Swift, we've seen other artists go back and forth about their masters. We've seen Taylor Swift just go re-record all her old records just so she can retain the rights of it. Like, so it's the same thing. It's not a race thing. And then you think about when she's recording. She was recording album 1, like early years. That's when you signed those you see what I'm saying? Yeah. But you always have the stance like you should read the contract. You should know the contract. We've seen so many people. You're not doing that in the early stages of your career. You're trying to get on and trying to get out there.
It depends. Well, that kind of just depend on how thirsty you are too at the same time. Because if you like. If I miss this opportunity, I believe in myself enough to know another one will come. Because this is the thing about it, bro. Never make nobody make you feel pressured to sign something.
Correct.
Because if anybody want to sign you, they need you. You don't need them, bro. You got to understand, you're an asset to wherever somebody wants you at. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, they're an asset to you too, but without obtaining you, somebody else can profit off of your talent. So I always tell people, bro, whenever people be talking about their managers like if they work for their manager, and it's like, nah, nigga, your manager work for you. You can fire your manager at any time you want to. Like, when you go to when you hear these people talking about, oh, you want to have a meeting with me, nigga be wanting to pay you wanting you to pay them $10,000 to manage you. Boy, suck my dick, my nigga. Why would I pay you 10 racks to be my manager?
He just got invited to the nuts. That's crazy.
Like, why the fuck? Why would I pay you to be my manager?
That's facts.
Like, that means first off, you don't believe in me enough to manage me because you believe in the talent,
right?
Exactly. Which is what management's supposed to be based on.
Correct.
Second off, you're trying to make sure you win. You're trying to make sure you win, even if I lose.
Yeah.
And in management, it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be, hey, bro, if I take an L,
We both
you take an L.
Yeah.
But really, the manager don't take an L because I'm the type, I pay my manager back for what they do for me.
Yeah.
Unless they just like, bro, I ordered these for you. Don't even worry about it. And it's like, I appreciate that. A lot of people don't do shit for me. So it's like, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So just always remember that, bro. You are the prize when it comes to people wanting to sign you type
You
shit.
tell the lady you the prize or she the prize?
We both the prize. Meeting each other was a prize.
Look at him trying to get the West Coast back.
I'm telling you.
What's that?
And again, that's Big A Prado. BIGAPIDO. DMs are open. I checked all my requests.
Except for
But yeah, so what we talking about now?
What?
So what's your problem with R&B?
We're recording it is what I said. I love R&B. I listen to R&B more than I listen to rap. Now.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about that?
Anything else, Joseph?
There's always something else, but I do have another show to do. We have dug into the other side of artistry though.
Yeah.
Possibly got somebody in the DMs or got somebody out the DMs.
I don't know. I feel like from back here, I saw somebody started following you from this. So I appreciate y'all, whoever that was that followed me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. The work is
I can see
working.
that
The work
far.
is
I can
working.
see that far.
Man, you got spy
can't.
eyes.
Yeah.
I can't.
You ever go through a phone?
Yeah. I recently have. Feel like a hoe for it, but it kept doing it. I hate when I go. I hate.
Or you said I'm
I ain't
It's
gonna
like
lie.
this, bro.
and still kept going.
Hey man, just like little baby said, man, I felt like a bitch doing it, but I did it.
Wait,
for
all right,
sure.
all right. We can end on this. What did she do that made you feel the need to go through the phone?
Laugh a little too much and then turn like this.
Just feeling like I just felt like no, this new and she ain't used to being in no relationship, so she'll fuck it up.
His
by
woman
talking to
tuition
another
came in.
nigga.
Is women in the wishing?
Yeah, for sure.
That's that mama in him.
Shout out my Dixa. I love you, ma.
That's his mama.
What did you find?
Just her talking to another nigga and shit like. But then
What emoji did she use?
I don't remember.
Oh,
he
he remember.
traumatized.
I don't remember.
remember.
I don't even think it was no emojis.
That boy wake up at night.
Yeah, hey, to me.
Nah,
She
I
said,
done
"Hey,"
had
with
shit
three
happen
Ys?
to me that's like that though, for real.
Damn.
Like, damn, you
feel
did
that,
all this.
bro.
You ain't even do this for me.
Man, I lost about 30 pounds when that happened to me last time.
I need to go through something that can make me lose weight. I don't believe. I do believe in it, but I don't stress.
Oh, you
I
need
don't stress
what's
it.
my
I
man
don't
name
do
that
no
was Black China and he lost all the weight when she got with him?
Rob Kardashian?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rob Kardashian.
Like everybody thought he needed to die. He just needed some head.
Man, I wish man, look. I don't wish I could meet a woman that'll make me lose some weight. Honestly, I want to get into doing. I ain't even gonna talk about that.
Oh, now you want to get
I ain't gonna talk about that. I can't talk about that.
What?
Another career lane that I want to pursue.
OnlyFans manager?
I'm a manager.
You want to be the talent?
Yes.
I caught it.
Hey, what's that nigga? What's that nigga name? He was like a comedian. Now he a rapper or some shit. He a big dude. Never mind. It's a lot of them. Never mind. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. Never mind.
You got anything you want to end up with?
For me?
Yeah, you want to end in this conversation with him? Real sassy deep breath he took there. We friends, we talk like that.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how on a scale of 1 to 10, how I don't even know what I was about to say. Don't even worry about it.
All right.
I don't even know what I was about to say. I lost it.
I'll take that.
All the media training I give you, and this is what I get.
I lost it.
This is what I get.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like the brother.
Hey, you think Toy Shot make?
Bruh. And that is today's show. We go stream Last Shot by Big
A Prado. Yeah,
This is gonna be his last appearance on the show. He's gonna be in the background laughing, tucking his socks in. his pants again. Hey man, I appreciate you coming out. I had a good
appreciate
time.
you
Hope you had
having
a
me,
good
man.
time too.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's today's show. Thank you.
No, in my live, I got to see who commented. You can hand me that phone, please, my good brother.
Gotcha.
Hey, the answer to the question is no. He ain't do it.
Oh man, I ain't even just cut the live off before we start talking about that. Let me see that. Nah, don't cut it off yet. Don't cut it off. Let me see that motherfucker. See that one.